Could this be America's very own Loch Ness monster? This is All Things Creepy. Let's begin. For the last few days I have been bombarded with this image. Aren't plesiosaurs supposedly extinct? Well, yes they are. However, we have seen examples of extinct animals reappearing, such as the coelacanth. But a plesiosaur is very different. It wouldn't be as much of a deep water animal, and it would have to surface quite a lot to breathe air. So something so iconic looking staying out of sight for so long is quite unlikely, but not impossible. My instant reaction was, could this be Photoshop? And I can assure you, it is not. A lot of the images of this creature circulating are taken from an actual video. So a guy named Jeff Warren was just walking along the beach and he saw this thing. He saw seagulls pecking at it, obviously it's dead, and naturally he recorded it. Could this be a hoax? Possibly, however that story seems quite authentic. People do walk along the beach, and he did provide some high quality video footage. And whilst it could be an extremely well done sculpt, as far as I'm aware it has been collected for DNA sampling, so we'll find out that very quickly if it is indeed a fake. Like with a lot of these Loch Ness monster sightings, the vast majority tend to be misidentified basking sharks. Now I know what you're thinking, this is what a basking shark looks like, this is what a plesiosaur looks like. They don't look very similar. However, as a basking shark starts to decompose, that massive mouth that it uses to filter feed actually drops off, the jaw disattaches from the spinal column. So all you have left is a length of spine which looks a lot like a neck, with a cute little nose on the end. And of course, to the naked eye this looks like a plesiosaur with a long neck and a little head. People are responding to this by saying, well, you can't really see the decay along the bottom of the neck. If a jaw had ripped away from the body, you would see lots of tears and ligaments hanging off of the neck, which aren't really apparent here. As you can see with the Zyu-Maru carcass, this appears more present. However, I'd say that you can't really see all of the neck. From this brief clip, only one side of the neck is visible, so the other side that is pressed to the sand could well have tears in it. Other suggestions are that this could be a frilled shark, a deep water species that rarely comes up and looks pretty much disgusting. This would certainly explain the weird tail at the end. It's almost like an eel's tail rather than a full-on caudal fin. Apparently Georgia does have its own sea monster legend, the altamaha-ha, however you pronounce that. But I think at this point almost everywhere has a sea monster legend. And I think that's just what happens when you have humans who are very imaginative and you put them next to a scary, spooky ocean full of these guys. An experienced fisherman suggested that it might be a sturgeon shark, which it does seem to loosely resemble. I don't know about you guys, but I always get excited when something like this washes up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I shall of course create an update video if there is any new information. Like the video if you did, share it with a friend, and of course if you haven't already, subscribe for more creepy content.